In an intensified effort to providing clean water to the entire Hargeysa communities, the Hargeysa Water Agency has renewed its commitment at ensuring that the water made available to the people is properly treated to avoid pipe-borne diseases. The crux of the meeting held with water tanker associations was to collaborate with them to provide the best of water to the people in an efficient way. The director of Hargeysa Water Agency, Muhammad Ali Darood, who said aside from being on the same page with water tankers members, the meeting was born out of the need to ensure that the water to be fetched must be first treated properly by the Water Quality Control Laboratory before supplying to the people.
Basically, it was about to strengthen, the partnership and the cooperation between the Water Agency, the Hargeysa Water Quality Control Laboratory, and the Water Tankers Association. Because at the end of the day, we work fairly closely with the Water Tankers Association for the reason that we influence, we control the prices for water that's being sold to the parts of Hargeysa which are not getting, piped water, of course. So basically, for that reason, we work very closely with the Water Tankers Association, but also with the Hargeysa municipality.
Ali said the water tankers are an essential part of agency's partners at supplying quality water, adding that the agency on its part has subsidized about 25% of the price of the product to the advantage of the general public.
Where we subsidize, the road tax fees of the Water Tankers Association, Hargeysa Water Agency covers around 25% of the road tax fees, okay? For about 300 water tankers that are bringing water to Hargeysa city. And the same goes for Hargeysa municipality, where they also cover around 25% of the road tax fees for the members of the Water Tankers Association. The reason we are doing that, because we have a mandate, we have a responsibility to supply water to Hargeysa, but we are not covering all of Hargeysa, and for that reason we have to make sure that we control the prices of those families who are not getting water from the water agency supply system, of course. Yeah. And yesterday it was about also to add one component to that. But we are in a place where we want to ensure the quality of water being supplied to the public of Hargeysa, absolutely, by the water tankers.
He emphasized that though the project at hand is bankrolling by the agency significantly, but majorly there is a collaborative funding from other foreign sources.
Partner of the water agency, the Water Tankers Association will play a very important role, as we don't only want to check, them, we also want to check water sources, the ones they are using most frequently. Of course, so for that reason, they have to be part of that process. They have to be part of the process where we want to raise the awareness of the public or the different water actors within the city of Hargeysa as well. So they have to play a very lead role in that area as well. And as for the project, of course, it's, you see, the laboratory was established with funding from Hargeysa Water Agency, of course, Somaliland Development Fund, and the German government, of course, through GIZ, donations from German government through GIZ, of course. But as for this specific activity, it's going to be financed mostly by GIZ, alongside the water agency, of course, absolutely, who's also going to base some of the funds as well. Yeah.
Speaking on the effort of the agency to provide treated and quality water in Hargeysa, Dr. Ahmed Hussein Esa, who is advisor to Hargeysa Water Agency, said the agency is leaving no stone unturned at ensuring quality control. He said the sources of water around Hargeysa, where water tankers get water from, will equally be treated, as well as the pipes through which water flows, and the tankers which supply water will also be treated to avoid diseases.
Waterborne diseases, especially in children, are the main cause of morbidity and mortality around the world. Every year, nearly 2 million children die because of enteric infections. That's more than the entire people who've died of the pandemic of COVID. This is every year. So it is the responsibility of all governments, whether in Somaliland or elsewhere, to provide clean, safe water to its population. Yesterday, we had a meeting with the people who supply 70% of the population of Hargeysa. These are the water tankers. And the agency, the Hargeysa Water Agency and its lab, its Water Quality Control Laboratory, newly initiated, newly established, wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page, that the people who provide water to Hargeysa city are quite willing and working with us so that they can be tested. So we can test the quality of the water that they bring to the city, and that we can test the sources of the water that the people of Hargeysa consume. So this is the first step of this newly established laboratory. I'm extremely pleased to see yesterday that they were all concerned as we are, and they're all willing to work with us. So we had a really a good meeting yesterday with the water tankers, and we will soon start surveying all the water wells, about 70 to 100 wells surrounding Hargeysa, supply water to the city, and the tankers that supply the water to the households. What we will do after that is, of course, to help them if we find problems. If we find that the water from these wells are not chemically suitable or bacteriologically safe, we'll help them. We'll make sure that we correct these problems. We'll give them time to correct that. And hopefully, by the end of this testing period, we will be able to supply the people of Hargeysa with clean water, reduce the morbidity and mortality that's associated with non-safe, non-healthy water.
The mandate of the agency, according to Mustafi, is to serve people in the best way, adding that the role of the Water Tanker Association cannot be jettisoned when it comes to delivering quality water to the people, which is why it must be properly monitored.
Hargeysa Water Agency supply water to only 35% of the population, where the rest of the population rely on the tanker trucks, where they supply water from the unreliable boreholes. Recently, we established a water quality control laboratory where we will test all these borehole waters. And this laboratory, funded by the GIZ and equipped by Hargeysa Water Agency. In this process, Hargeysa Water Quality Control will play a major role to make sure that the borehole water are safe and clean